Certainly, we've approached it as users. I think that's one of the great benefits we have here at Xaos Tools is the sister relationship with Xaos Incorporated. I mean, we have the profound luxury of having made every mistake possible in doing computer animation and computer graphics, and you learn from those mistakes. And so you learn what kinds of things work, what kind of interfaces work, what kind of performance is called for, and so on and so forth. And certainly in our products, the impulse has been to make things as easy to use, as intuitive as possible, as accessible as possible, without compromising any of the flexibility and power. That's the real problem. It's often the trade-off, the trade of power versus ease of use. And I think that we've done a pretty good job of preserving them both.
nTitle's our first product. It's been shipping for about a year, and it's designed to add high-quality text to images of all kinds, principally moving video, but it also works very well for film. It's resolution independent, and we have a number of users using it for pre-press applications. High-resolution pre-press, such as magazine covers, billboards for bus stops, applications where you really need the resolution that nTitle can provide. Now there's two features of nTitle that make it really stand out. One is the text quality that you can produce. It's flawless text at any resolution, very high quality, nice bevels on the outlines, texture maps, moving texture maps in the images. The second is the ease with which you can produce a nice animation in nTitle. We have rolls and crawls as stock routines, so if you need your movie credits to crawl at the end, that's easy to do. And you can also do very simple keyframe animations where you just place the block, move it, set another keyframe, and see it fly interactively on the screen. That's easy to do. One of the biggest challenges at Xaos Tools was trying to figure out how to take the technology that we use in Xaos to do the animation that we produce for our clients and package it into some form that other people could use. The great thing about our technology is its power and all the kinds of wild special effects and great things with images that you can do with it. The difficult thing has been its complexity, and it took quite a bit of thinking to figure out a way to package that in a way that other people could access it. That's what Pandemonium is.
Well, certainly when I began writing some of the software we're using, I was thinking about painting and drawing. And I was thinking about the kind of surface quality, the kind of graphic attributes that the painter has, the artist has at his or her disposal that a computer user does not. And I was driven at that time just to try to create certain looks. I felt that there was far too great a clarity, far too great a cleanness, a pristineness to computer graphics, and I wanted to say create the dirty images, how you called them, and out of that came the stuff, you know, some of the stuff people see now. It's always called organic and fluid, and I see that as kind of incidental. I think that's just an artifact of what I took on first, so trying to get for these wet, painterly looks. it could just as well be crystalline or mineral, whatever.
What we've done is we've taken all the effects that we use in Xaos production, or as many as we could get in for our first release, give each one its own user interface, and collect them together in one environment. So in Pandemonium we have special effects like warping, brushing, shading, all kinds of special transitions, and we also have what we call the utilities, things like color correction, compositing, filtering. These are the things that you need to do all the time when you're working with digital imagery that you don't really notice in a production, but without which you never could have been able to produce the production in the first place.
We're anticipating Pandemonium really being the foundation product for Xaos Tools. And in that light, I anticipate tremendous penetration into a number of marketplaces. But the first and foremost marketplace that we're going after is owners of silicon graphics computers, obviously, and owners of 3D animation systems. This will be our first targeted market, the people to whom we are going to be advertising and seeking, targeting, and going after.
I've always felt that an artist working in the studio with a set of paints, brushes, rags, turpentine, canvas, palette knives, has a lot more accessibility to the medium than any computer artist does today. And I'm really looking forward to, and we're essaying to create the kind of interface environment where computer artists will have the same kind of immediate interface that digital artists do.
Our agenda here at Xaos Tools is simple. It is our intention to develop Xaos Tools into one of the cornerstones of the digital graphics industry. We believe that communication and presentation will, for the most part, become a digital-based industry.
Shut them daddy up, 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 shut them daddy up.